Hey everybody, how's it going? G.I. Jones here, and I have the amazing pleasure today of having my girlfriend, Sonia Blade, joining me. This is going to be her first announcing. It's going to be wonderful, and we are doing a level 2 modified game here today. We've got Rose City, Rose Petals going up against Eugene's Junior Gems. Sonia, welcome to the microphone.
Oh, thank you.
Good. And so on the track in front of us, we've got all of the teams, players, 19 on one team, 20 on the other. It's going to be jam-packed, 30 minutes of craziness of roller derby, junior roller derby. These people are tiny. I'm just looking at this little Princess King Cat. If you look on the left of your screen, she's like 3 feet tall. But I watched them practice, and just going through the maneuvers and watching the skills that they have is just incredible. I'm going to go through the rosters with Sonia right now. I'm going to start with Rose City Rose Petals, and from the top going down, we've got a number 10 A-Bomb, number 11 Smash Tag, number 122 Square Knot, 128 Corky Daisy, 17 Little Trickster, 18 Rotten Candy, 2 Donut Mess With Me, 21 Fright Town, 222 Gloom and Doom, 3 Ziggy Scarlust, 38 Tulu. Yes, I have a hard time with that. I'm not a Star Trek person. Number 5 Popsicle, number 51 Crazy Train, 65 Dragon Slayer, 7 Fast and Curious, 8 I'll See You Later, 828 Strawberry Short Fuse, 84 Ferocious, and 904 Ruby Slippers. Sonia.
And for Team Black, Eugene City Junior Gems, we have number 1 Darth Mauler, 100 Princess Kit Kat, 101 T-Rex, 1135 Pain Time, 13 Athena's Revenge, 17 Ali Zanya, 18 Banshee, 1818 Kitten Vixen, 21 Twisted Wicket. Oh, and the game started.
And the game has started, so we're going to go to the track, and we are going to look. Oh, we've got our first penalty game, number 11 Rose City. Smash Tag is going to head to the box, and we have our first lead jammer of, no we don't. Yes we do. Rose City, 904 out there. Ruby Slippers with the star on for the Petals, and she picks up lead and calls off the jam before the jammer for Emerald City can pop in.
Rose
carry
City
on
picking
with
up
the
1 point, Black team nothing.
There you go, and carry on with the names.
Oh, where was I here?
I think we were at 18 Banshee. Your favorite number,
I did
1818.
I did that one. 21 Twisted Wicket, 22 Sour Patch, 316 Candelina Smash, 33 Titanium Rainbow, 4 Eve of Destruction, 42 Nickel. Oh, jam on again.
There we go, back to the ground. We've got the sole male out there today is number 1 Darth Mauler for Eugene Junior Gems, picking up lead, but close on his tail is the Rose City Jammer, so he's going to call off the jam. Number 8 with the star on for the Rose Petals was I'll See You Later.
Okay, let's see if I can finish this roster. 42 Nickel, 43 or 53 Rainbow Slayer, 6
Cray Cray,
666 Hades, 8 Ace Bandit, 80
Immobiliza. And then, of course, as mentioned by number 919, her name is Rage Quick, but it's written with a 3, so it's confusing.
Not
to the
Rag
track.
3.
Exactly, not Rag 3. To the track. Of course, I can't give you numbers yet because I don't have visuals on their backs. But it looks like the Rose Petals have number 904, Ruby Slippers, out there jamming again, and she has lead. And Pain Time with the star on for Emerald City is making her way out of the pack and around. Let's see what Ruby does. If it's anything that I've seen, she's going to hit it and quit it, pop through the pack, pick up 4 points, and call off the jam. And there we go.
It's got a score so far. Rose City 5 points, Emerald City 0.
There we go. 27 minutes and a half into the game on our 4th jam. And hand goes up, 5 seconds warning. If I look properly, I think I see I'll See You Later out there, number 8 for Rose Petals. going up against,
Looks like 18 for Black Banshee.
yes, right. Banshee, number 18, of course, Sonia Blade's number. So that's probably your favorite player out there right now. But she looks like she picked up a penalty. And that's going to put Rose Petals out on a power jam. Key thing here is looking at these kids and looking their situational awareness. I mean, think to the fresh meat and the lower level skaters that we see in the adult world. And these kids, of course, just because they're level 1 and 2 doesn't mean they don't know what's going on. Some of these kids have been doing it for at least a year or two.
And through the pack again, number 8 for Rose City. I'll see you later.
And she's back into the pack and pushes up against the wall, but gets pulled out and calls off the jam as the two Emerald City skaters bump into each other and hit the track. Replay. Look at that. Heads out, gets knocked out, calls the jam off as number 18 comes into the pack. Okay, from the front, we've got another lineup. Waiting to see who we're going to get on the jam line with the stars on. That looks like Darth Mahler once again with the star on for Emerald City. And once again picking up lead as number 11, Smash Tag, heads to the penalty box for a cutting the track penalty.
Oh, power jam. Maybe Emerald City will score some points. Oh, gets through for 5 points.
Good stuff. You see the skaters setting up. And he's got a bit of a size difference on them, but oh, he tries to do that step around the outside, and unfortunately, I think his foot dragged across.
For a cut track.
And looks like we're gonna have a jammer swap. Waiting for that to happen. And number 11, Smash Tag, is out on the track on her own power jam. Hashtag Smash Tag. The house call is letting everybody know. She is bumping up against the wall. One thing that I found with juniors level 1 and 2 is because of the hitting rule, they don't tend to oomph that hard when they get into a pack, if you understand what I mean, you know. They'll get into the back and then they'll just kind of swerve left and right and look for the hole versus that hole digging in and splitting the defense. And Smash Tag does that. She finally gets through for her initial pass, and Darth Mahler off the penalty box and onto the track will pick up another 5 points for the Emerald City.
Well, Emerald City pivot off to the box, leaving 3 out on the track.
Yeah, Smash Tag attempted an apex jump, missed it, fell down, and then didn't take any chances and came back in from the outside. 2-minute jam, and look at that score.
Oh, we have a lead change.
We have a lead change. The Gem's picking up 14 points. And here's that pass through the pack that Darth Mahler did that first time. That was not the one that resulted in a cut, obviously. And that was him picking up his points. And okay. He has picked up a penalty, though, on that last. Darth Mahler is in the box, and that's going to put the Petals out on a power jam. Ruby Slippers out there on her own.
Ruby Slippers getting through the pack, no problem for another 5 points.
And she's back around and into the pack. Pushing it to its limits. Last blocker, that's the Kendalina Smash, sitting in front of her, trying to slow her down. And Darth Mahler back on the track, and unfortunately slides out of bounds and gets recycled.
Rose City doing a good job bridging them back.
Whoa! That's his own player, Twisted Wicked, coming back, trying to draw a cut track on Ruby Slippers manages to clip her own jammer. And the jam is called. Points going on the board for Road City. Road City sitting right now 31 to the Gems 14. 22 minutes, just under 22 left in this jam. Only a half-hour game on this, by the way. Of course, with that half-hour limit, 5 penalties only, 1 timeout. Okay, on the jam is on. Trying to figure out which jammers we have out there. That looks like number 3 for the Petals.
It's like Ziggy Scarlust for Rose Petals.
Yeah, and out there with the 88 is...
Black.
Whoa, I don't see an 88. I'm going to take a look at her back and see who she is. 8-0, Immobilizer. Sneaky. With her 0 that looks like an 8.
That tricky font.
And Immobilizer through the pack, but so is Ziggy Scarlust. And we're going to have a little bit of a jammer race as both jammers pick up 4 points each.
Oh,
and the
black
jam
jammer forcing
called
the call
off. As you can hear on the house call, they're talking about the fact that these players at this junior level are incredible. And as you can see by the replays and see by the action on the track, like I said, these are 1 and 2 level. That just means they can't hit. Doesn't mean they don't know what they're doing. And they definitely know what they're doing. You can watch them on the track, and you can see it in the replays. The situational awareness they have is just incredible.
It's great. They've had no packs called that I've seen so far.
Yeah, looks like the head ref, Darth Bling, is going to talk with the 2 coaches. Probably just to make sure that we're all safe and good to go. Yep, a little bit of a discussion there happening. An official timeout. Not a bad crowd. This is great for these level 1 and 2s to see this kind of support from the adults and not just their parents. I mean, you know, you've got the Big O going on here, and these kids have skaters from all these different teams kicking around, watching them. And these are the future World Cup stars that we're going to see. Pain time out first for Emerald City.
It's like number 8. I'll see you later for Rose City.
And I'll see you later making it out of the pack. As Pain time makes her way in, grabs a couple points, and taps her hips to call off the jam. And the replay you see at the beginning, Jammer getting knocked out and having to recycle back, which gave Emerald City the chance to get ahead and pick up those 3 points.
Next jam is on. We got number 904 for Rose City, Ruby Slippers with 18 hot on her tail, Banshee. And Banshee forces the call off for no points.
That's right. Banshee got out first and managed to stay legal and get lead, but she got overtaken by Ruby Slippers, and Ruby was ahead of the lead. So, of course, making common sense. I mean, this is great to see that knowledge that, uh-oh, she's ahead of me. I'm going to call the jam before this gets any points, or she even gets into the pack. Okay, and the jam is off down the line. If I recognize him, that's Darth Mahler lining up, if I'm not mistaken, by those armbands. That's number 11. Smash tag.
Emerald City with the lead jam. And Rose City just getting out of the pack.
And there we go. Darth Mahler through the pack. He's going to pick up 4 points.
He's going to force the call off before she can get back in to score any points.
And yep, replay is there. We are looking at Darth Mahler getting through the pack and taking lead on that last pass. Yes, co-ed roller derby. They're looking for some cheers from the audience because, of course, these juniors are starting co-ed at the lowest level. And to be honest, a derby player is a derby player no matter what you have, which is why co-ed derby is great. It's all about skill and not about gender. And there we go. Look at that. Number 80. Immobilizer out of the pack first. And number 7 on the track for Rose City. I haven't seen her yet. Fast and Curious with the star.
Went around pretty quickly and forces the call off.
Immobilizer calling off, but not in time. 4 points going on. As you can see, as they start, Immobilizer actually being held back by our own team. Or no, having a bad sight there. There we go. Yeah, Immobilizer pushing through those rose petals and able to pop through.
The black and the purple look a lot alike on our screen.
They do. I'm going to drop this screen, bring it a little lower. There we go. And on the track, we've got number 8. Yes, that's right. Number 8 once again. I'll see you later for the rose petals with Pain Time out there for the Emerald City. Blockers getting ready. Elsie getting in. No points on that. Calling off the jam. She hadn't gotten really into the pack and wasn't able to get any points before she called it off.
Both teams seem to be big fans of this hit it and quit it strategy.
That seems to be the way they're doing things.
Calling it before the other one can get in.
Look at the size difference on the track. Look at that little 22-22 Gloom and Doom compared to the 42 just in front of her.
It's like we got Darth Mahler out there again for Emerald City.
That's right. Look at the blockers that he's going against, and they are stopping him. This is all about skill and not size. I mean, obviously size helps, but look at these girls. They are not letting him through. 65, Dragon Slayer. She's the size of just a little salamander.
Ruby Slippers getting called off for a penalty, giving in Power Jam to Emerald City.
That is exactly what Emerald City needed, as they are down by 11 points. This is going to help. Here goes 5 in the sky for Darth.
Oh, Darth Mahler getting through on that inside line and calls it right away. Bringing us to a 1-point difference in the game.
Wow, way to knock that down. And lining up, that looks like our 8-0 mobilizer. She's out there on her own. Ruby still stuck in the penalty box. And the whistle goes, but the mobilizer not too sure if that was a whistle or the end of a timeout. And she pushes through the Rose defense and gets out, picks up lead.
And here comes Ruby Slippers trying to get back in the pack for her initial.
There you go. Ruby Slippers through the pack and out. Let's see if a mobilizer calls it in time. She gets forced out. Not seeing Ruby coming into the pack. And she calls it off finally. Not before a Rose picks up 4 points and puts them on the board, 43-41. This is an awesome close game. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at the tiniest little roller derby person out in the middle of the track.
At least she has a couple larger size blockers
And the
to
jammers.
help stabilize her.
The jammers she's going up against. One to a Corky Daisy out there. Uh-oh. And Pain Time, who's going to head to the box for a penalty. That's going to put Corky Daisy out there on her own power jam.
Some great offense by Rose City Rose Petals.
Yeah, and Princess Kit
No
Kat.
problem.
Princess Kit Kat out there by her little old self in the middle, just holding on to her teammates, hoping to survive. And she's doing a great job of it, looking for some coaching from her partners, staying with them, doing a solid wall as Daisy comes back in. Uh-oh.
Oh,
And a forearm.
Drew a bit of a back block on that Rose City blocker.
It ended up being a forearm, but yes, that's right. Pain Time has taken off the cover. Well, probably looking to pass it off, but no, it was just a trick. These sneaky kids. And she's through, puts it back on. And they come into the pack. Pain Time on her own. Let's see what the Rose City defense does as Pain Time keeps the arms at the side to avoid any forearms. That was incidental contact.
Rose City with some solid blocking going on right now. They're managing to hold her back in that pack.
They are locking her down. All 50 pounds of them are keeping Pain Time at bay as Corky Daisy is back out on the track. And Pain Time through the pack and out. She will add 4 points to the score for Emerald City, 53-45 for Rose City. And you know what? Oh, I lied, of course.
56.
Murphy's Law of points. As an announcer, as soon as you say the points, they will change them. 56-45, an 11-point game. Thankfully.
The points tight.
And jammers chatting with each other. I don't know if they've met before, if they know each other or not. And we are off. It looks like Darth Mahler out there going against. Whoa. I was looking at the screen, and then she flew right by number 8.
Number 8, I'll see you later.
I'll see you later. Definitely is a good name for her because she was fast. And apparently with that C on her shoulder, she is also the captain of the Petals.
Darth Mahler getting recycled, but fighting his way through again.
And I'll see you later through the pack, this time picking up 5 points as she laps the Emerald City Jammer. Darth Mahler having no luck.
Darth Mahler passing to Star. Oh, almost there.
Attempting to pass the star.
Maybe just
Drop.
taking it off, doing a star stash.
Well,
and he's through the pack. It worked.
He did. He tried. He dropped it as he tried to pass it off to Kendalina Smash. Ended up picking it up and dropping it another time. And the jam called off by LCU later.
Another 5 points for Rose City.
Wow. The action out on the track right now is pretty impressive. A lot of Rose Petal fans out in the crowd as we're listening to the cheers happening for both teams. Look at this situational awareness as the blocking line backs up to the other line.
Looks like we got a Mobiliza out for Emerald City, and Ruby Slippers gets through the pack for lead jam.
And Immobilize is also out of the pack as Ruby comes back around and into it to try to pick up some points. She will probably hit it and quit it if that isn't her style.
Gets
and
through and calls it.
That's the way she does it. Oh, there's Princess Kit Kat. And there's the replay as you see her going through and calling off the jam on the track right now. We've got the lineup, and on that lineup is Princess Kit Kat. Look at her looking for that guidance from the other girls that are on there with her. The important thing is that Kit is on there, and she is not afraid of anything right now. She is ready for that jammer. No fear in those eyes at all.
Got 84 for Roches.
For
lead
Roches,
jam.
out of the pack first.
So far, Rose City's been holding the Gems to 45 points. Let's see if Banshee can change that. Takes cover off and passes the star to her pivot.
And look what just happened as they were passing the star. We had a cutting the track penalty given to Ferocious. So that's going to put Kendalina Smash on that star pass as the jammer. Of course, now that we've had a star pass, there is no lead on this jam. Let's see what she can do.
How many points she can get here. 5 big ones for Catalina Smash.
Kendalina.
Sorry.
It's a big, long name.
There's a lot of words in there.
Long words, long weekend. My voice is almost done. And back on the track, number 84, Ferocious, back into the play as Kendalina takes her easy way through, picks up 5 points for Emerald City, cutting down that lead to only 15 points. Mind you, 4 going up for Rose City. And Kendalina seems to be stuck right now at the back of that Rose Petals blocking line, and the Emerald City blocking line is looking to come back and help her out with a little bit of offense.
Ferocious
Not sure if
doing a little deacon back and forth and gets through the pack pretty easily.
I don't know if you noticed it, but that Rose City jammer coming into the pack actually on 1 foot. I don't know if that helps with her maneuverability.
See what she does, and it's a pass to her pivot, number 7, Fast and Curious.
There you go. I don't know if we'll catch it on a replay, but as the jammer comes in, she's coming in on 1 foot. I don't know if that's a sneaky maneuverability trick she's learned, perhaps having. Quite interesting.
One of her Rose City counterparts.
And here she comes, watch, 1 foot. She has 1 foot dragging behind her, and she just kind of wiggles her way into wherever she needs to go, cuts through the pack, and sees the inside line and takes it. And to the track, here we go. Darth Mahler out there, but not with a star. He's going to try to stem the bleeding of I'll See You Later, who is out and lead as pain time is there for Emerald City.
Looks like I'll See You Later is going to pick up the jammer point for 5 big ones when she gets out, which she does.
There we go. And that is I'll See You Later out with a 5 in the sky. 5 points. And looks like we have a star pass at Emerald City's level. Not sure who the pass went to. Gonna wait till we see some arm numbers going by. Number 53, Rainbow Slayer. Whoa, sounds violent. Rainbow Slayer getting a cutting the track penalty.
Oh, wait. I'll See You Later, heading to the box. Oh,
both jammers
switch.
heading to the box. We're gonna have a little bit of a jammer swap as they sit down. Coach Spunky Bruiser, a former Emerald City junior, if I'm not mistaken.
Only sitting for a couple seconds each. They take opposite ways back into the pack.
Which, of course, works to advantage for I'll See You Later. She is now in the back of the pack trying to get through as Rainbow Slayer is making her way in, looking for the holes. The pack is nice and tight and solid and not allowing anything to happen, but I'll See You Later just removed her helmet cover. Or maybe a star pass attempt here. I could be mistaken.
Rainbow Slayer making it out of the pack.
I'll See You Later did not hand off that star. She's putting it back on and back on the track. I'm seeing 2 points up in the sky by her jam ref. As Rainbow Slayer is into the front wall and the jam ends. Her picking up 2 points as well. Oof. 88-61. That's, of course, Murphy's Law. 89-61. That's quite a bit of time. You know what? It could happen. With another good 15-point jam by Darth Mahler or something like that, they could come back. What has to happen now is the Emerald City blockers have to really lock down the jammer. And that is number 904, Ruby Slippers.
With the
I would say,
mobilizer hot on her heels.
look at that. I would say that's her go-to jammer. And if she's going to do what she normally does, she'll hit that and quit that right into the pack. Oh, skate on the outside. Did she gain advantage?
To call it, but I don't think it worked out.
No, the 4 whistles went, but she did pick up a cutting the track penalty, as she called it. Oh, hold on. A little confusion on the track. The 4 whistles blew, but
as
the
she was
mobilizer,
getting the cut track penalty.
Oh, she got it. Yeah, exactly. And Immobilizer thought the game was still on, and she was still going.
It's tough when the refs don't repeat the 4 whistles. You're not really sure what's going on all the time.
Well, yeah, and especially with the noise going on in here, everybody cheering. And look at that, Emerald City's jammer is out with the lead. That's Sour Patch. We haven't seen her yet.
Got a wall of 3 blockers to work through and cuts through on the inside for 5 points.
There we go, and she is through. Jammer is standing. Ruby is going to head back out on the track as Sour Patch gets into the pack. Sour Patch making easy work of the pack, gets out, but so does I'll see you later.
That's Ruby Slippers, 904.
Oh, my mistake. And I just said Ruby too. I'm thank you for catching that. And 5 in the sky for Emerald City. We are down to 16 points between these two teams. Let's see what they do. Number 7, Fast and Curious out there, up against one of the two. I want to say they're twins, Immobilizer and Pain Time. So this is either, if that was Immobilizer, this is probably Pain Time that's out there. They both have the same glasses and hair, so it's tough for me to figure it out.
That looks like
no, that is Immobilizer.
Right,
my mistake. And she is out first, and she has lead for Emerald City.
Got number 7, Fast and Curious for Rose City, still fighting her way through that black wall.
And she finally squeaks out, but Immobilizer making her way into the back of the pack. She's being delicate, but she's going to push her way through now. Oh, forced to the outside, calls off the jam, takes
Just
those
in
4
time.
points. 2 points only, 2 points.
Fast and Curious trying to jump that apex, but not enough time.
And a timeout being called and given to Emerald City. Wow, pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. There we go. Here's a replay of the apex jump. Boom.
She
Look at
lands
that.
it, but
And she lands
unfortunately
it.
After the 4 whistles.
That was after the whistles, yes. I couldn't apex jump like that for a while. That took me about 1.5 years before I could get that level. I'm sure you can apex jump.
I've tried it a couple times, never
Yeah.
in an actual game. But
Didn't look like that, though.
No,
That kid
definitely not.
has definitely
She made that look easy.
got the skills. Spunky out there, Coach Bruiser, giving some high fives to that team, pumping them up, getting them ready for this jam. This is a key jam. Sour Patch on the line, as we saw. Sour Patch seems to be a secret weapon they've kept off to the side. We'll see what she does.
Looks like we got El See Ya Later for Rose City Rose Petals.
That could be it. Let's see who's back there. And we're waiting for the warning. Here we go. And the jam is on, the last jam of the game, as Sour Patch picks up a back block. That is not what Emerald
Power
City
jam
needed
for
in a
Rose
power
City.
jam. 2 minutes of this, we'll see what happens, what El See You Later does. She could end up getting a penalty and then having a jammer swap, and Sour Patch doing what she needs to do.
El See Ya Later was motioning to her blockers to give her a little offense. They tried, but
Now they're sitting back and allowing her to push the pack to its limits. No pack being called. Out of play.
and gets through for 5 points.
And gets a failure to reform on number 19, Rage Quick. Coming around into the pack, the skaters starting to roll a little early, which gives her an advantage to push them to the 10-foot limit
She got through
and the
pretty
20-foot
easily
engagement
on
zone.
that outside.
going to do it again. Goes in, one jammer, one blocker left, Rainbow Slayer.
Another 5 points for LC later.
And they have knocked over the 100 mark to 104 points.
Oh, bit of a directional there on number 17.
Yeah, Little Trickster having a little bit of impact on Darth Mauler and doing a direction of gameplay hit. Darth Mauler engaging out of play, getting an out of play penalty. As they'll see later, makes her way back in. We've got 20 seconds, less than the 20 seconds to go in this jam. Rose City 109.75 for the Emerald City Gems.
Rose City blockers letting her fight it out with that black wall, and she gets through again.
And the game is over. And with that, we don't have an official score yet, but safe to say 114-75 is relatively close to what the score will come up as. And Rose City Petals take the win. There you see the Emerald City Junior Gems doing a great job, hugging it out. And Rose City Petals celebrating over in their corner as the fans, if you pan out and look, as you see the fans lining the track, almost as many fans as we had for the Rose City game earlier. And this is great to see this kind of support going out to these junior skaters, because it is so important to let them know that they are the future and that we enjoy watching them.
It was great earlier. We got to see some of the Rose Petals cheering on the Wheels of Justice.
That's
they
right.
Seemed pretty excited to see their heroes in action.
They were. It was fun to see them try to yell at Luna and get her attention. And I'm sure Luna and all the other Rose City skaters interact with these kids. And imagine that, you know, some people fangirl at Scald Eagle, and these kids get to see Scald Eagle in the same practice area, I'm guessing. I'm not from there, but, you know, they get to represent the same team as Rose City World Champions.
Wear the same purple jerseys.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Okay, coming up next on track 1, if I am not mistaken, I don't have my schedule in front of me. It has been tucked away. And at 8 p.m. we have MVP men's versus the Team USA at 8. And at 8:40 we've got the MVP women's against Team USA women's. And with that, myself and Sonia Blade would like to thank you very much for joining us. And have a great evening. Sonia, last words.
Thanks for putting up with me in my first time announcing.
Congratulations, well done. Thank you, everybody.
Night.